Hare Krishna. More people came now. We have a full house. Thank you so much for coming today with us. We had Kirtan and Abhishek of Govardhana Shila. Now I would like to introduce our special guest, His Grace Jai Gurudev Prabhu.
Haribo!
He has kindly come to us from the Czech Republic. Jai Gurudev Prabhu is a disciple of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of ISKCON. He will now give a lecture or katha about Govardhan pastime and Diwali. Haribo!
Inviting me.
Ďakujem veľmi pekne, že ste ma pozvali.
Thank you very much also all our guests who have come kindly from their work to attend this festival.
Taktiež by som chcel poďakovať našim hosťom, ktorí prišli zo svojej práce, aby oslávili tento festival s nami.
It's a festival like home out of home.
Je to festival, ako sme doma, aj keď sme mimo domov.
Most of you are out of your homes here in this remote country of Slovakia.
Väčšina z vás sú mimo svojej domoviny v tejto vzdialenej krajine Slovensku. Ja sa ešte len spýtam, je dobre počuť, keď Jai Gurudev Prabhu hovorí? Počujete aj vzadu? Everyone can hear, even in the back?
So once again, thank you that you have made your way all the way to this festival that we're organizing today.
Takže ešte raz vám chcem poďakovať, že ste prišli na tento festival, ktorý dnes organizujeme.
So first of all, I would like to speak about the festival that all of you who come from India know very well. It's called DIWALI.
Najskôr by som chcel porozprávať o festivale, ktorý všetci, ktorí pochádzate z Indie, veľmi dobre poznáte. Je to festival Diwali.
So, it's the festival of lights.
Je to festival svetiel.
In many places in India, people put little candles on their houses.
Na mnohých miestach v Indii ľudia umiestnia do svojich domovov malé sviečočky.
And also, there are very nice festivals.
A poriadajú krásne festivaly.
Usually, the Diwali festival takes 5 days in India.
Väčšinou v Indii Diwali festival trvá 5 dní.
This festival is organized in various places in India.
Tento festival sa poriada na mnohých miestach Indie.
Some festivals are in South India.
Niektoré festivály sú v Južnej Indii.
Diwali in India has been mentioned previously. In South India is usually associated with the returning of Sri Ram to Ayodhya.
Už sme ako spomenuli, že na mnohých miestach Indie je Diwali spájané s návratom pána Rámu do Ayodhye.
And in northern India, it's mainly related to the festival of Lakshmi Ji and also of Ganesh Ji.
A v severnej Indii sa spája s festivalom Lakshmi Ji a taktiež Ganesh Jiho.
So you may be asking, what are we doing here talking about a festival in India?
Tak sa môžete sami seba spýtať, čo my vám tu ideme rozprávať o festivale, ktorý patrí Indii.
Yes, you may think, what are these white people talking about Indian festivals? Why are they doing that?
Môžete sa sami seba spýtať, prečo títo belosi rozprávajú o indických festivaloch, prečo to vlastne robia.
Well, we're not the first ones,
Nie sme prví,
actually.
v skutočnosti.
The first one was a Portuguese who made a voyage in India in the late 16th century.
A prvý bol Portugalec, ktorý do Indie spravil výpravu v neskorom 16. storočí.
Actually, I had a whole PowerPoint presentation, but it seems it doesn't work.
Mal som k tomu pripravenú celú prezentáciu PowerPoint, ale zdá sa, že teda v týchto podmienkach nám
And
to
plus
nebude
that you
fungovať.
cannot see it.
zároveň tiež na to dobre nevidíte.
So anyhow, this Portuguese businessman, you may say, in the late 16th century, he came to the city of today Mumbai.
A tento Portugalec prišiel do mesta, ktoré dnes je známe ako Bombaj.
And that was late 16th century.
To bolo neskore 16. storočie.
And he observed that everywhere in the city, the people put little candles and little lights, usually an oil lamp.
A všimol si, že všade ľudia dávajú do okien malé olejové lampičky.
And with this, a lot of celebration was going on.
A zároveň prebiehala veľká oslava.
Was in the late 19th century.
A ďalší bol v neskorom 19. storočí.
He was a British man who traveled throughout India.
Bol to Brit, ktorý precestoval celú Indiu.
And there he observed many of these festivals, and he even sketched a little painting of these festivals.
A on bol súčasťou, alebo teda navštívil mnohé takéto festivaly a zároveň aj spravil z nich ilustrácie.
So actually many people from Europe have somehow or other been confronted with this festival of lights.
A takto mnohí Európania nejakým spôsobom sa stretli s týmto festivalom svetiel.
Yes. So usually the festivals of lights nowadays are also accompanied with fireworks.
A v dnešku tento festival svetla je častokrát sprevádzaný s ohňostrojom.
So in general it's a big festivity, and we are, on behalf of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, very much connected to the old traditions of India.
Sú to veľké oslavy a my v mene medzinárodnej spoločnosti pre vedomie Krišnu sme tiež spojení s tradíciou a festivalmi Indie.
So I just once again, on behalf of the Slovak branch of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, we would like to thank you that you have come all the way to this small place in Trnava and attend this festival, home out of home.
A chceme vám ešte raz poďakovať, že ste prišli zďaleka do tohto maličkého miestečka v Trnave, aby ste sa zúčastnili tohto festivalu, hoci je mimo váš domov.
So we can see that we have also put some lights under the windows.
Môžete si všimnúť, že na parapety sme tiež umiestnili svetielka.
And we have lights here in front of the stage.
A taktiež máme nejaké tuto na stage.
But mainly we have the lights in the heart.
Ale v prvom rade svetlo máme v našich srdciach.
So the International Society for Krishna Consciousness was founded in 1966.
Medzinárodná spoločnosť pre vedomie Krišnu bola založená v roku 1966
in New York.
V New Yorku.
And since 1966, this International Society for Krishna Consciousness has spread to every continent on this planet.
A od toho roku 1966 sa táto medzinárodná spoločnosť pre vedomie Krišnu rozšírila na každý kontinent na planete.
Yes. It will be now next year. It will be already 60 years.
Budúci rok to bude už 60 rokov.
So we have branches everywhere in the world.
Takto máme pobočky po celom svete.
We do not have only branches in India.
Nemáme ich nie len v Indii.
Of course, in India we have the greatest number of branches.
Samozrejme v Indii ich máme najviac.
There's about 600 temples of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness in India.
V Indii je asi 600 chrámov Iskonu.
And 200 other temples are throughout the world.
A 250. A 250 chrámov mimo Indie.
So of course there's more temples in India.
Samozrejme v Indii je viac chrámov.
But you'll be surprised that in Russia,
možno vás prekvapí, že v Rusku
we have about 45 temples.
Máme asi 45 chrámov.
And about 120 Russian people are practicing what we call and what we practice in our International Society for Krishna Consciousness, the method of yoga which is called Bhakti Yoga.
Asi 120 tisíc ľudí v Rusku praktikuje bhakti jogu.
In the Ukraine also, there's about 40,000 people practicing Bhakti Yoga.
Taktiež na Ukrajine asi 40 tisíc oddaných praktikuje bhakti jogu.
Every place in Europe has a temple.
Každé miesto v Európe má chrám.
Plus that, the International Society for Krishna Consciousness has many pure vegetarian restaurants throughout the world.
Taktiež Medzinárodná spoločnosť pre vedomie Krišnu má veľa vegetariánskych reštaurácií po celom svete.
Here in Slovakia you have in Bratislava, in Prešov and in Košice 3 Govinda restaurants.
Tu na Slovensku sú 3 Govinda reštaurácie v Bratislave, v Košiciach a v Prešove.
I come from Prague and in Prague we have 4 Govinda restaurants.
Ja som prišiel z Prahy a v Prahe máme 4 Govinda reštaurácie.
What is the difference between a Govinda restaurant and another restaurant?
Aký je rozdiel medzi reštauráciami Govinda a inými reštauráciami?
That will be very interesting for you from India.
To bude zaujímavé pre vás, ktorí pochádzate z Indie.
In these Govinda restaurants, Brahmins cook.
V týchto reštauráciách Govinda varia brahmani.
Can you imagine food cooked by Brahmins?
Viete si to predstaviť? Jedlo, ktoré je navarené brahmanmi?
It's very pure.
Je veľmi čisté.
It's free from karma.
Očistené od karmy.
I call these restaurants KFC. Not KFC, KFF.
Ja nazývam tieto reštaurácie KF, nie C, ale F, KFF.
You know what that means?
Viete, čo to znamená?
Karma-free food.
Jedlo bez karmy.
Because when a Brahmin cooks,
Pretože keď varí brahmana,
he doesn't cook for himself.
nevarí sám pre seba.
He doesn't even taste the food when he cooks.
On dokonca ani neochutná to jedlo, keď varí.
He cooks for God.
On varí pre Boha.
That is Brahmin.
To je brahmana.
A Brahmin is not someone who is from a higher caste.
Brahman nie je niekto, kto je z vyššej kasty.
A Brahmin is he who devotes his life to God.
Brahmana je ten, ktorý svoj život odovzdáva Bohu.
And therefore he cooks for God.
A preto aj varí pre Boha.
And he doesn't taste it before. He knows exactly how to do it without tasting. That's a big art.
A on to ani neochutná. On vie, ako navariť bez toho, že by to vôbec ochutnával. To je veľké umenie.
So our karma-free food restaurants, Govinda restaurants, are very popular.
A naše reštaurácie, ktoré majú jedlo bez karmy, sú veľmi obľúbené.
We have people who come to our Govinda restaurant in Prague since 30 years, every day.
Máme zákazníkov, ktorí napríklad v Prahe a prichádzajú do Govindy už 30 rokov každý deň.
Yes. I once went to one of our restaurants.
Raz som navštívil naše reštaurácie.
Usually when you go to a restaurant, you wish the other person bon appétit or have a nice meal.
Väčšinou, keď chodíš do reštaurácie, tak popraješ tej osobe, ktorá je, že bon appétit, alebo teda dobrú chuť.
In our restaurants, I met people who say, have a nice experience.
V našich reštauráciách čašníci hovoria, nech máte z toho dobrý zážitok.
Yeah, because they feel something special when they eat food which was offered to God.
Pretože cítia niečo špeciálne, keď jedia jedlo, ktoré bolo ponúknuté Bohu.
We have one family
Máme jednu rodinu,
who comes regularly to Govinda in Prague.
ktorá pravidelne prichádza do Govindy v Prahe.
They have 2 small children.
Majú 2 malé deti.
And I found out that the smallest one,
A ja som zistil, že to najmenšie
was coming to Govinda restaurant when he was already in the womb of the mother.
prichádzal do Govindy, keď ešte mamina ho mala v brúšku.
And now he's a small little boy.
Teraz je to malý chlapček.
And he continues to come to the restaurant.
A stále pokračuje s jedením prasadám.
So, children know, mothers know the best what is best for their children.
Matky vždy vedia to najlepšie, čo je pre ich deti.
Many pregnant ladies come to our Govinda restaurant to have karma-free food.
Mnohé tehotné ženy prichádzajú do našich reštaurácií, aby mohli jesť jedlo, ktoré je bez karmy.
In the whole world.
Toto je jeden aspekt medzinárodnej spoločnosti pre vedomie Krišnu, čo sa týka celého sveta.
We are training Brahmins from Europe, from America, from Russia, from Ukraine, all around the world, Australia. We are training people to become Brahmins, real Brahmins.
Trénujeme ľudí, aby sa z nich stali brahmani, skutoční brahmani, či už sú z Európy, z Ameriky, z Ruska alebo Ukrajiny.
Not caste Brahmins.
Nie kastovní brahmani.
Who come from some caste and think that they're better than the others.
Ktorí prichádzajú z nejakej kasty a myslia si, že vďaka tomu sú lepší než iní.
But real Brahmins who are devoted to God.
Ale skutoční brahmani, ktorí sú odovzdaní Bohu.
We are following in this connection the teachings of the Bhagavad Gita. You have heard of the Bhagavad Gita, of course. It's from India.
Nasledujeme učenie Bhagavad Gity. Určite dobre poznáte Bhagavad Gitu.
But the Bhagavad Gita is not only for the Indians.
Bhagavad Gita nie je len pre Indov.
It's for everyone.
Je pre každého.
It's not only for the Hindus.
Nie je len pre hinduistov.
It's also for Christians, for Muslims, for Jews, for everybody.
Je to kniha aj pre kresťanov, moslimov, židov, pre každého.
Bhagavad Gita is not a sectarian literature.
Bhagavad Gita nie je sektárska literatúra.
It is the song of God. Bhagavad means God and Gita means song. The song of God.
Je to pieseň Boha. Bhagavan znamená Boh a Gita je spev, čiže je to spev Boha.
So, as a second part of our festival, we are celebrating what we call the GOVARDHANA PUJA.
V druhej časti nášho festivalu my oslavujeme to, čo nazývame tento festival ako Govardhana Puja.
Here you have a representation of a hill.
Tuto máte postavenú takú repliku kopca.
Maybe it's a little small.
Možno je maličký.
Tatras are much higher.
Tatry sú oveľa vyššie.
But still, it represents symbolically a hill.
Ale symbolicky stále reprezentuje kopec.
And on this hill we see this representation of Krishna.
Na tomto kopci vidíme túto reprezentáciu Krišnu.
So this festival is connected to Krishna.
Tento festival je spojený s Krišnou.
Krishna is the one who spoke the Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna.
Krišna je ten, ktorý vyslovil Bhagavad Gitu Arjunovi.
So this festival is connected with one pastime of Krishna.
Tento festival je spojený s jednou konkrétnou zábavou Krišnu.
And that pastime is described in the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is a very ancient literature.
A táto zábava je popísaná v Srimad Bhagavatame, ktorá je veľmi staroveká literatúra.
We are very much thankful to the founder of this International Society for Krishna Consciousness.
Sme veľmi vďační zakladateľovi tejto medzinárodnej spoločnosti pre vedomie Krišnu,
who has brought single-handedly, alone, from India, the Srimad Bhagavatam.
Ktorý samotný z Indie priniesol Srimad Bhagavatam,
which describes the transcendental pastimes of Krishna.
Ktorý popisuje transcendentálne zábavy Krišnu.
So, this pastime of Krishna is related to his being a small cowherd boy.
Táto zábava Krišnu je spojená s tým, že on bol malý pastierik.
And he lived in a village which is still existing. It's called Vrindavan.
A žil v dedine, ktorá ešte stále existuje a volá sa Vrindavan.
Which is very close to Mathura.
Ktorá je veľmi blízko Mature.
And it's also very close to the famous Agra Taj Mahal monument.
A tiež je blízko slávnemu Taj Mahal, slávnej stavbe Taj Mahal v Agre.
So it is described in the Srimad Bhagavatam that Krishna performed his childhood pastimes in Vrindavan when he was on this planet.
V Srimad Bhagavatame je popísané, že Krišna vykonával svoje zábavy vo Vrindaváne, keď bol prítomný na tejto planete.
He had pastimes which were full of joy.
Mal zábavy, ktoré boli plné radosti.
And as a little boy, he was also known as the butter thief, Makanchor.
Tiež bol známy, a tento malý chlapec bol známy ako Makančor.
He was giving pleasure to all the inhabitants of Vrindavan who were cowherd both men and cowherd women.
A tešil všetkých obyvateľov Vrindavánu, či už to boli pastieri alebo pastierky.
So what happened one day, the king of Vrindavan was preparing a huge offering, yagya, for Indra.
Takže čo sa jedného dňa udialo, bolo, že kráľ Vrindavánu pripravoval veľkú obeď jagyu pre potešenie Indru.
Here on this picture, if some of you can see, there's a nice photograph on this left side.
Možno to aj uvidíte tuto na tom plátne a je tu pekný obrázok.
On the right you see Nanda Maharaj, the king of Vrindavan.
Vpravo vidíte Nanda Maharaja, kráľa Vrindavánu,
who was preparing a festival for Indra Yagya.
ktorý pripravoval festival pre Indru, Indra Yagya.
In India, as we've described in Diwali, they offer oblations and all kind of nice things to various gods like Indra, Brahma, and of course Lakshmi Ji.
Ako sme hovorili počas festivalov v Indii, sa obetujú rôzne veci bohom, ako napríklad Indra, Brahma, alebo samozrejme Lakshmi Ji.
So Krishna came to Maharaj Nanda.
Krishna prišiel za Maharajom Nandom
and asked, "What kind of festival are you preparing?"
a spýtal sa, aký festival to chystáte?
And Maharaj Nanda said, "We are offering a big festival for Indra, the Lord of Rain."
A Maharaj Nanda povedal, my chystáme veľký festival pre Indru, ktorý je bohom dažďa.
We are agriculturists, we have cows and fields.
My sme poľnohospodári, máme krávy, máme polia.
And for us, rain is essential.
Pre nás dážď je podstatný.
If there is no rain, then there is no crop, and our cows become lean and thin and die.
Keď nie je dážď, tak nie je úroda, naše krávy schudnú a zomrú.
So we are organizing this festival in order to honor Indradev, who is in charge of the rain here in Vrindavan and everywhere.
A my organizujeme tento festival, aby sme potešili Indradevu, ktorý má na starosti správu dažďa.
And Lord Shri Krishna was telling Nanda Maharaj that there's no need of offering oblations to Indra.
Pán Krišna povedal Nanda Maharajovi, ale netreba vôbec vzdávať nejakú poctu Indrovi.
Because rain falls everywhere.
Že dážď padá všade.
Not only does it fall on your fields,
nie len na vaše polia,
but it falls on the water in the ocean.
Ale taktiež do vody v oceáne.
What's the use of worshiping Indra if rain falls anyhow everywhere?
A na čo uctievať Indru, ak dážď padá tak či tak všade?
And his father, Nanda Maharaj, said, that's a good idea. So what we'll do, we'll make a festival for Indra, but you want some other festival also?
A Nanda Maharaj povedal, áno, to je dobrý nápad, tak áno, my spravíme a ten festival pre Indru a zároveň, ak chceš, môžeme spraviť nejaký ďalší festival.
Krishna said, well, I would like to have a festival, you should make a festival for the Govardhan hill.
Krishna povedal, a mali by ste usporiadať festival pre kopec Govardhan.
Because this hill is providing you with herbs for the cows.
Pretože tento kopec vám dáva trávu pre kravy, bylinky, minerály.
Yeah, hills are very important, and the hill in Vrindavan is super important.
A kopci sú veľmi dôležité a kopec vo Vrindavane je mimoriadne dôležitý.
So Maharaj Nanda told Krishna, okay, so we'll make one festival for Indra and one festival for Govardhan.
Tak Maharaj Nanda povedal Krišnovi, v poriadku, spravíme teda jeden festival pre Indru a druhý pre Govardhan kopec.
This was the pastime of love between Krishna and his father Nanda Maharaj. Love.
Takže toto bola krásna výmena lásky medzi Krišnom a jeho otcom Nanda Maharajom.
Krishna was playing the role of a small boy, son of Nanda Maharaj.
Krišna hral rolu malého chlapca, syna Nandu Maharaju.
That was his special pastime.
A potom sa udiala táto špeciálna zábava.
So Krishna told Nanda Maharaj, no. We only make a festival for Govardhana.
Krishna hovorí Nanda Maharajovi, nie, my usporiadame festival iba pre Govardhanu.
And Nanda Maharaj said, forget it. We have to do a festival for Indra.
Nanda Maharaj povedal, zabudni na to, my musíme usporiadať festival pre pána Indru.
So again, Krishna started to argue with his father.
Krishna sa znova začal hádať so svojím otcom.
So finally, his father said, okay, we'll make a festival only for Govardhana.
V poriadku, tak usporiadame festival iba pre Govardhanu.
So what happened is that all of the preparations, the sweetmeats, the halwa, the laddu, the gulab jamun, and the sandesh, and all these nice sweets that you know in India.
Všetky tieto výborné sladkosti ako halva, sandesh, ladu, barfi, gulab jamun, všetko to, čo poznáte v Indii,
We have them here.
máme ich tu na tomto stole.
We have a lot of them.
Máme ich veľa a potom ich aj zjeme.
So we will offer everything to Govardhana.
Všetko to ponúkneme Govardhanom.
So they offered everything to Govardhana,
Tak oni všetko ponúkli Govardhanu,
but then a very strange thing happened.
potom sa udiala veľmi zvláštna vec.
Indradev was in the heavens seeing that the offering which was meant for him was offered to a mountain.
Indra na nebesiach spozoroval, že ten offering, ktorý mal byť preňho, je zrazu obetovaný niekomu inému.
So he became very angry.
Sa veľmi rozhneval.
What?
Čo?
You are not worshiping me,
Vy neúctievate mňa,
who give you the rain so that you can have food?
kto vám dodáva dážď, aby ste mohli mať jedlo?
And you're doing this just because some small blue boy told you to do it?
A robíte to iba preto, lebo nejaký malý modrý chlapec vám povedal, že to máte spraviť?
So he became very angry and he called the Samvartaka clouds.
Veľmi sa rozhneval a zavolal mraky Samvartaka.
Samvartaka in Sanskrit means the clouds of destruction.
V sanskrite Samvartaka znamenajú mraky deštrukcie, zničenia.
Actually, it's stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam and other Vedic scriptures
V skutočnosti je uvedené v Šrimad Bhagavatame a ďalších vedských spisoch,
that at the end of one kalpa, at the end of one day of Brahma,
že na konci každého dňa Brahmu,
which is 1,000 kalpas,
ktorý pozostáva z 1000 kalp,
which is a very long time,
že je veľmi dlhá doba,
the universe is partially destroyed with these clouds of Samvartaka, destruction.
je vesmír čiastočne zničený prostredníctvom týchto mrakov Samvartaka, čo sú mraky zničenia.
It's a cosmic apocalypse, if you may.
Je to vesmírna apokalypsa.
So Indra called these Samvartaka clouds to pour rain on Vrindavan and punish these people who didn't offer everything to me.
Indra zavolal tieto mraky Samvartaka a rozkázal im pršte na túto dedinu Vrindavan, pretože títo ľudia neobetovali to, čo mali mne.
They disrespected me.
Oni ma zneúctili.
He was very proud.
On bol veľmi pyšný.
Indra sometimes gets very proud.
Niekedy Indra je veľmi pyšný.
Anyhow, it started to rain on Vrindavan.
Na Vrindavan začali padať obrovské dažde.
And pretty soon the Yamuna overflooded.
Čoskoro Yamuna sa vyliala.
And it's the waters of the Yamuna river which flows through Vrindavan and also, as you know, in New Delhi.
A vody tejto Yamuny, ako viete, ktorá preteká nielen cez Vrindavan, ale aj cez Nové Dili.
Yes, rose so much that it started to flood all the village and all the fields, and all the people were in distress. You know, floods are actually a very great catastrophe.
A tie vody sa tak zdvihli, že zaplavili všetky polia a dediny a spôsobili obrovskú katastrofu.
And there was very heavy winds.
Dúli silné vetry.
And it became very cold.
A začalo byť veľmi zima.
And the inhabitants of Vrindavan were shivering.
Obyvatelia Vrindavánu sa triasli.
And they came to Krishna.
Prišli za Krišnom.
Krishna, save us.
Krišna, zachraň nás.
You have caused this whole thing.
Ty si toto celé spôsobil.
Now Indra is angry with us.
Teraz sa Indra na nás hnevá.
Help!
Pomôž nám.
So Krishna said, come with me, we'll go to Govardhana.
A Krišna hovorí, poďte so mňou, ideme na Govardhan.
He came to the hill,
Prišiel k tomu kopcu.
a very big hill. This is a small hill.
A to bol obrovský kopec, tuto máme iba maličkú repliku.
Yes. And Krishna picked up the hill with his left hand.
A Krišna zdvihol celý ten kopec svojou ľavou rukou.
There's a nice picture here if you can see it.
Tu máme krásny obrázok, ak dokážete na ňo dovidieť.
And he held the whole hill on his small finger of his left hand.
A na svojom maličku ľavej ruky a držal celý ten kopec.
Huge umbrella.
A z toho kopca Govardhan vytvoril obrovský dážnik.
Yes. So all the inhabitants of Vrindavan, as you see, including the cows and the calves, they all went and hid under this huge umbrella, which was the hill of Govardhan.
Všetci obyvatelia Vrindavánu a vrátane kravičiek s teliatkami prišli a skryli sa pod tento veľký dážnik vytvorený z kopca Govardhan.
So you may think this is mythology.
Môžete si mysleť, toto je mytológia.
This is some stories.
Toto sú nejaké príbehy.
But in fact, Krishna not only can hold a hill on his small finger,
Ale v skutočnosti Krišna nielenže dokáže kopec držať na svojom maličku
is for 7 days.
7 dní.
7 days. And he wasn't shaking.
7 dní a vôbec sa netriasol.
Not only that,
Nie len to,
but he can hold all the planets in their orbits without any difficulty.
ale dokáže držať všetky planéty na svojich dráhach bez toho, že by vynaložil nejaké úsilie.
Without God being in each and every planet in this huge galaxy which we have.
Každú jednu planétu v tejto obrovskej galaxii, ktorú máme,
Is held up in its orbit by God.
všetky sú udržané na svojich dráhach vďaka Bohu.
God is so powerful.
Boh je tak mocný.
We cannot even imagine how powerful God is.
Nedokážeme si ani predstaviť, aký mocný je Boh.
You may call God Krishna,
Môžete Boha nazvať Krišna,
or you may call him Allah,
alebo Allah,
like in Muslims.
ako muslimovia ho
Or we
nazývajú.
can call him God in heaven, like the Christians.
Alebo ho nazveme ako Pán na nebesiach, ako ho nazývajú kresťania.
But we always speak about the same person.
Ale vždy rozprávame o tej istej osobe.
It's just like the sun.
Je to ako slnko.
Here in Slovakia, you call the sun.
Tu na Slovensku slnko nazvete slnko.
In the Czech Republic, we call him Slunce.
A v Čechách ho nazveme slunce.
In Germany, they call it die Sonne.
A v Nemecku ho nazvú die Sonne.
In French, le soleil.
A vo Francúzsku le soleil.
In India, Surya.
V Indii Surya.
We're speaking about the same planet which is above us.
A stále rozprávame o tej istej planéte, ktorá je nad nami.
And also, the sun is also delivering all this heat just because Krishna arranged such a thing.
A tiež slnko nám dodáva všetko to teplo, preto, lebo Krišna to tak zariadil.
So we are very happy that we have the Srimad Bhagavatam, that our founder Acharya of this International Society for Krishna Consciousness had brought such beautiful literature for us.
A my sa veľmi tešíme, že máme tento Srimad Bhagavatam, že zakladateľ tejto medzinárodnej spoločnosti pre vedomie Krišnu nám priniesol túto krásnu literatúru.
Yes. Where he describes in this Srimad Bhagavatam such wonderful, wonderful pastimes of God on this planet.
Kde v Srimad Bhagavatame popisuje tieto úžasné a krásne zábavy Pána na tejto planete.
And we are happy that we can share this with so many people in the world.
A tešíme sa, že o toto sa môžeme podeliť s toľkými ľuďmi na svete.
Yes. For example, the Muslim people, they call Allahu Akbar.
Napríklad muslimovia hovoria, že Allah Akbar.
God is great.
Boh je veľký.
Yes. And the Christians also describe God as the greatest.
A kresťania tiež Boha nazývajú, že je to ten najvyšší.
And in India, the Hindus, they call God Bhagavan.
V Indii hinduisti nazývajú Boha Bhagavan.
Bhagavan means he who owns all the opulences of the world to full extent.
Bhagavan znamená ten, ktorý vlastní všetky atribúty, všetko bohatstvo sveta v najplšom rozsahu.
He is the richest.
Je ten najbohatší.
He is the most beautiful.
Je ten najkrajší.
He is the most powerful.
Je ten
He
najmocnejší.
can lift up a hill with a small finger, no problem.
On dokáže zdvihnúť kopec na malom maličku a nie je to pre ňo problém. Pretože je všemocný.
Yes. And he's also renowned. Perfectly renowned.
A tiež je dokonale odriekavý.
Although he created this whole material world,
Hoci vytvoril celý tento materiálny svet,
he's not attached at all.
nie je k nemu vôbec pripútaný.
He's renounced. Perfectly renounced.
Je dokonale odriekavý.
So we are so grateful that we can know more about God.
Môžeme o Bohu sa dozvedieť viac.
And these beautiful pastimes are full of joy, full of happiness.
A jeho krásne zábavy sú plné radosti a šťastia.
Yes. So we will then have a nice prasadam feast if I...
Áno,
So after this we will also offer Diwali, small lamps. Everyone is invited?
Yes. Čiže potom to obetujeme malé Diwali lampičky a všetci ste vítaní.
Ešte skončím. So I would like to invite all of our guests
Chcel by som pozvať všetkých našich hostí,
to please also, if you have a little time and some spare euros in your pocket, to purchase one of our books which are there in the book table. Bhagavad Gita is there.
tiež by som vás chcel pozvať, ak máte nejaké drobné, tak si môžete kúpiť aj jednu z našich kníh, ktoré tam máme v stánku.
Yes. Anyhow, I would like to thank you still once again for your kind attention.
Ešte raz by som vám chcel poďakovať za vašu láskavú pozornosť.
And of course, it would be unpolite if I wouldn't ask for any questions.
A samozrejme, nebolo by to zdvorilé, keby som sa neopýtal, či sú otázky.
And if any one of you has a question, please feel free. We can give you the microphone and you can ask the question either in English or in Slovak, whatever. We'll try to answer.
Ak niekto z vás má otázku, kľudne sa spýtajte, dáme vám mikrofón a môžete sa spýtať či už v angličtine alebo v slovenčine.
Anyone, any question? No?
Niekto má otázku, ak áno, ruku hore.
You have a microphone?
Thank you. It was such a wonderful event. It's not a question or anything. I'm just curious. The way you narrated the story, it was so beautiful. But I would like to hear the end of it, like the when Indra descend down, and then there was conversation and all. So it's another beautiful part. So I would like to hear it.
Thank you for that question. So, you will translate?
Ďakujem veľmi pekne za tento krásny príbeh. Ešte by som sa chcela spýtať, vy ste povedal tú prvú časť a mňa by zaujímal ešte, že ako to dopadlo.
So, it had a very happy end.
Malo to happy end, šťastný koniec.
Because when Lord Indra saw that all his reign couldn't disturb Krishna in his pastimes, when Indra saw that Krishna lifted a hill to protect the inhabitants of Vrindavan,
Keď Indra videl, že Krishna zdvihol ten kopec, aby ochránil obyvateľov Vrindavanu,
of course, he's actually the king of all the demigods, Indra. He's very, very intelligent personality, much more intelligent than all of us together.
Indra je veľmi inteligentná osobnosť, pretože on je kráľom všetkých polobohov, on je inteligentnejší než my všetci dokopy.
So when he saw such a pastime,
keď uvidel takýto čin
and he saw Krishna holding the Govardhan hill on his small finger for 7 days,
a videl, že Krišna drží kopec Govardhan na svojom malíčku 7 dní
and doesn't shake at all,
a vôbec sa netrasie,
he immediately came to his senses. He woke up to the reality who Krishna is.
tak hneď sa spamätal a pochopil, kto je Krišna.
And he came directly to Vrindavan on his elephant Airavata. You can see him here.
A prišiel priamo do Vrindavánu na svojom slonovi Airavatovi, môžete to vidieť tuto na platne.
And he fell on his knees in front of Lord Krishna.
A on sa poklonil, padol na svoje kolená pred pánom Krišnom.
And told Krishna, "Oh, my Lord,
A Krišnovi povedal, o môj pane,
I am such a fool.
ja som taký hlupák.
I thought you were just a small little boy.
Ja som si myslel, že si len malý chlapček.
And I thought all these inhabitants of Vrindavan were just ordinary people.
Ja som si myslel, že obyvatelia Vrindavánu sú len obyčajní ľudia.
I didn't know that in fact you are the supreme personality of Godhead.
Ja som nevedel v skutočnosti, že ty si najvyššia osobnosť božstva.
And all these inhabitants of Vrindavan are your dear friends.
A že všetci títo obyvatelia Vrindavánu sú tvoji drahí priatelia.
Oh, please forgive me.
Prosím, odpusti mi.
He actually begged to be excused
On prosil, aby mu Krišna odpustil.
in order to show Krishna his gratitude.
A potom, aby Krišnovi prejavil svoju vďaku,
He organized a very nice bathing ceremony.
tak zorganizoval krásnu kúpaciu ceremóniu.
From the heavens came many cows which were called surabhi,
A z nebies prišli kravičky surabhi
and they gave their milk, was flowing from their milk bags, and Lord Shri Krishna became completely wet with this milk.
a oni z ich vemien tieklo mliečko na pána Krišnu a on bol takýmto spôsobom kúpaný.
And then Lord Krishna was so happy and he blessed Indra,
Pán Krišna bol tak šťastný a požehnal Indru,
but he warned him
ale ho varoval.
with the words which every one of us know and we can write them in our hearts.
Sú to slová, ktoré poznáme a môžeme si vpísať do našich srdc.
Pride comes before a fall.
Pýcha predchádza pád.
Yes. So as one becomes proud, then he becomes very much fallen later.
Keď niekto spyšnie, tak upadne neskôr.
So even Indra became proud.
Dokonca aj Indra
But of
spyšnel.
course, it wasn't an ordinary pride.
Ale samozrejme nebola to obyčajná pýcha.
It was all related to Lord Krishna's transcendental loving pastimes.
Všetko to bolo spojené s transcendentálnymi láskyplnými zábavami pána Krišnu.
That's called a miracle.
Toto sa nazýva zázrak.
Yes. Actually, I think the poster which we sent out,
Myslím, že ten plagátik, ktorý si poslala,
it was stating that we will celebrate the miraculous pastimes of Krishna.
tak myslím, že tam bolo povedané, že budeme oslavovať zázračnú zábavu Krišnu.
So this was the magical, mysterious, magical pastime that Krishna lifted the hill on his left
Toto
finger.
bola mystická a magická zábava Krišnu, keď Krišna zdvihol Govardhan na svojom maličku.
Yes, these are called the magical pastimes of Krishna.
Toto sú magické zábavy Krišnu.
Yes. Is that all right?
Je to v poriadku?
Thank you very much.
Hribo!